Healthy men are not going to say, I love you right away. That's a big red flag when a man is saying, I love you. It's also a red flag within yourself if you like it. If a man tells me he likes me very early on, I'm very turned off by that because he doesn't know me. This video, I'm going to go over the top signs that a man is truly interested in you. This can apply earlier on into dating, into a committed relationship, and later on into marriage because feelings can fluctuate and things can change over time. And not to say that they should over time, but circumstances happen. And sometimes we question whether a man's interest level is still high, especially if we are into a committed relationship and into marriage, if we see some sort of distance. So this video can apply to all stages of a relationship with a man. If you see all 8 of these signs, and I will be getting into 8 signs that a man is truly interested in you, you are doing very well, and you probably won't even need to watch this video because you will know that a man is truly into you, in love with you, etc. If you see 6 to 7, that's also a good sign. If you're not seeing a lot of these signs, then I would probably reconsider what's going on in the dynamic, and I would really question if this is the right person for you. So I'm going to go over all 8 signs that a man is into you. I would say that the last one is probably the most important. So make sure you stick around to the end. Let me know what questions you have if you're watching the video and if you're unsure, and I'll do my best to respond to all of your questions. My name is Fareen. I'm a dating and relationship expert. I teach about the masculine and feminine energy dynamics. I work with women to help them embody their feminine energy. You can be an entrepreneur, you can be successful, etc., and you can still maintain your feminine energy. And really, your feminine energy is what's going to keep your relationship alive, and it's going to keep you fulfilled and happy into the long run. That being said, let's just dive right into the video. The first sign that a man is truly into you is that he prioritizes you. When a man really likes you, you don't really need to do anything to prompt him to spend time with you because he's going to want to spend time with you. Embodied, healthy, masculine energy men, usually the men that we are interested in, they lead busy lives. That being said, they're always going to prioritize you and the relationship no matter what. So it doesn't matter how busy they are, their extracurricular activities, work, their purpose, if they have children, friends, their health, they're still going to very much prioritize you. How is that going to look? Well, it depends on every stage of the relationship. Earlier on, before 3 months, he's going to consistently be setting up dates with you. And this should be happening at a healthy pace about once a week. I would say anything more than that, the man is not healthy and there's some like toxic traits there. A high value woman doesn't really want to see a man more than once a week. And a high value man also has other interests. And initially, he's going to be dating, but he's definitely going to be making plans to see you at least once a week. And I get into this more in my book. Into commitment, you have that status as you're a girlfriend. The frequency of seeing each other is going to increase at least 2 to 3 times a week. Into engagement, all of your free time should be spent together outside of friends and hobbies. At this period of time, if you are not living together, which I don't recommend living together at this point, even if a man has extracurricular activities or sports or is going out with his friends at night, he should be wanting to spend pretty much every day with you, if not most of his free time. Even if he's out with his friends, into engagement, he'll be wanting to spend nights with you. And I would not do this until you get to the point of engagement, especially if you are looking for marriage. It's really important to slow things down in the courtship phase because when you do get married, you really want the attraction to last. It has to be long lasting. And if things happen very quickly, it's not happening from a healthy place. It's coming from a insecure place. It's not love, it's lust. And there's a lot of wounding there. It's coming from abandonment wounds and not being able to be alone. So be very careful of a man that just wants to spend all of his time with you. Also, earlier on in the dating phase, it's important for a man to be interested in other things outside of you. And if he's prioritizing you like very quickly early on, meaning like before the 3 months, that's not a healthy level of prioritization. That is very unhealthy. This is a very insecure, toxic man. So just be careful of that. Prioritizing a woman is going to be very dependent on the length of the relationship. The more he gets to know you, the more he's going to prioritize the relationship. But even earlier on, when he realizes this is a person I'm interested in, he's going to make sure that he is setting up dates with you at least week to week earlier on until things progress into commitment. The second way to know that a man truly is interested in you is he values your opinion. Healthy embodied masculine men, they're looking for a woman that also has her own ideas, her own opinions. There is a way to suggest your opinion or reflection on a situation without being arrogant and without coming across as entitled or combative. You can have a discussion with a man and have an opposing opinion than his and not be hostile, and it can create closeness with you. A high value man is also very interested in a woman that's intelligent, because often these men are also very intelligent and have done very well for themselves in their life in whatever area it is that they're doing. So they're accomplished, and they're also looking for a woman that is accomplished. All these stereotypes about feminine energy where a woman is just like soft and subdued and like a doormat, that's not feminine energy. Again, you can be soft and you can come off as classy and still have an opinion and without being arrogant. The third way to know that a man is truly interested in you is that he respects your boundaries. Boundaries are so important in order to establish your standards as a woman and to showcase who you are. I think it's very important to be modest. As a woman, you have to value yourself. And if you don't value yourself in the way that you carry yourself and how much of yourself you're giving to a man, it's going to be very difficult for a man to respect you and value you back. That doesn't start with a man like valuing you, because men are always going to test you. I get into this in the books as well. They're always going to test their boundaries with you, and not because men are bad, but they're just designed to push it. That's men. They're risk takers. But it's up to us as women to uphold ourselves in a way that is dignified and classy. And a man that is really interested in you is going to respect your boundaries. You don't want to get mad at the man. You want to always look inward to see, well, am I giving off a vibe that could make a man assume that he can get away with something? Because we always want to look inward. As an example, if we're going to a man's house very early on, right away a man is going to think that you're available to sleep with him, because women that are looking for marriage and looking for a quality man are never going to do that. How am I positioning myself with men? And you want to make sure that you're positioning yourself in a way where you're carrying yourself with class, because that's what's going to attract that behavior back. Because again, men are going to reflect how you feel about yourself and how you conduct yourself. The fourth way of knowing if a man is truly interested in you is he's going to move things forward without you having to prod. This is very, very important. You don't need to ask a man to do anything for you when he's interested in you. He's going to do it. He's going to initiate the dates. He's going to initiate contact. He's going to initiate everything. You're never going to have to do anything when a man is truly interested in you, because this is their job. Their job is to see something that they like and bring it home, so to speak. If he is really interested in you, you're never going to have to ask a man to move things forward. The moment you are looking for a man to do something for you, he's not truly interested, because again, if he's really interested in you, you're not going to have to ask him to spend time with you. You're not going to ask him to take you out. He's going to do it. Everything always comes back to ourselves. We want him to plan. Earlier on in the first 3 months, like before you're exclusive, you're never going to have to tell a man what you want to do, because he's going to do whatever he can to impress you. And he's going to make sure that he's taking you out on nice dates, because he's trying to win you over. If earlier on this has already stopped, again, rather than bashing men, you want to look at yourself and you want to ask yourself and practice self-inquiry. How did you present yourself to the man? If within the first week you're already going to his house, you can't expect him to take you to fancy dinners, because why would he take you to fancy dinners if he just had to bring you home? Why is he going to invest more time and money if he doesn't have to? You have to look at the way that you're positioning yourself with men. When he really likes you, as long as you position yourself in a high value way and in an elegant, classy way, he will continue to move things forward, and you're not going to have to ask him, what are we? You're never going to have to tell him what your feelings are or anything like that, because you're going to know by the way he's pursuing you and how he's moving things forward. The fifth way to tell that a man is truly interested in you is that he respects your time. Time is the only thing that we have as women. And I always say that as we get older, I would say 32 and onward, it is really, really important, especially if you want to have children. And you don't need to have children. You don't need to feel ashamed of that. Don't let anyone make you feel ashamed of that. But our time is still important as women as we get older. You might want to settle down with someone, get married, and your time as a woman is extremely valuable. I would say more valuable than a man's time. We get tired and we might not want to be out all the time. I know for me, I'm just a lot more tired. I'm more of a homebody now. very different from like 10 years ago. And so it's really important that the man that you are dating is valuing your time and respects your time. So, how that would look for a woman that is in her childbearing years, especially if you want kids, if you mention to a man that you want to have kids, and let's say he doesn't want to have kids, if he actually is interested in you, he's going to be very honest about that and he's not going to lead you on. Even if you don't want kids, if you mention to this man you're looking for something serious, if he values you and your relationship and he truly is interested in you, he's not going to waste your time. A man that is really, really interested in you cares about you and your well being more than himself. And he is not selfish. And a man that is very selfish is only thinking about himself. But again, you have to value your own time. And so if you're going to waste your time with a man that is not moving things forward, then again, it comes back to self because we can't expect a man to do something for us that we won't do for ourselves. The sixth way to know that a man is truly interested in you, and this might sound obvious, but he stops dating other women. If a man is dating other women and he's dating you, within the first 3 months, a man is still going to date other women. But at some point, when he really knows that you're different, he's going to stop dating other women. And I talk about this in the books as well. I think my husband talks about it as well, where when he met me, like right away, he knew something was different about me. Of course, he didn't say that to me because it's kind of creepy if a man is going to say that to you right away. So he didn't say this to me, but he knew within himself something was different. He was still dating, but he told me that very early on, he realized that he just wanted to put his attention on me and he wanted to put all of his focus on me. And so he stopped dating other women. Again, he never told me that because he didn't want to scare me away. Because if he did tell me that within the first few weeks, I would have been scared away because we don't know each other yet. You're still getting to know each other. However, men have vibes and feelings about women, and masculine men are very focused. So they don't want to waste their time dating multiple women if they found a woman that they're very interested in. They then want to invest their resources and their time and their energy into that one woman. If a man is still dating other women and it's been like 6 months, I would say past 4 months, it's a red flag. And if you're in that situation, then again, you have to come back to yourself and you have to ask yourself, why are you with a man that is not committing to you? Because within the first 3 months, he should have enough information to know that this is something he wants to pursue in the long run. And if it is something he wants to pursue in the long run, he's not going to date other women because he's wasting his time. And if he is dating other women, then you know that there's a sign there that there might not be enough interest. So you might want to reevaluate the situation for yourself. The seventh way to know how a man feels about you, and it might sound obvious, but he tells you how he feels. And so a man that is really interested in you, he's going to let you know within a reasonable time frame how he feels about you. Again, this is not going to happen very quickly. This is going to also take time because healthy men are not going to say, I love you right away. That's a big red flag when a man is saying, I love you. It's also a red flag within yourself if you like it. If a man tells me he likes me very early on, I'm very turned off by that because he doesn't know me. I don't want someone to tell me that they like me based on exterior factors or what I've accomplished. I want them to get to know Fareen. And if a man has not really gotten to know you, like your negative emotions, your sadness, like, how you function in other settings, he doesn't know you. And for him to sit there and tell you that he likes you or express his feelings to you, he's an insecure man. He's not a high value man. So that's something you need to be careful about. But he's still going to express to you that he's interested in you. My husband, on one of our first dates, he said to me, oh, I love your energy. And on another date, he said something like, you're my favorite, implying that of everyone he's dating, like I was his favorite. Those were like small tell signs that I knew that he was like interested in me. And eventually, before commitment, he started to actually vocalize that he never felt this way about any other woman before and that he was really interested in me. And that came months down the line. It didn't come right away, but I already knew in terms of the way he was showing up that he was very much interested in me. He would also say things like, there's something about you, I can't explain it. And he would mention these things to me throughout our courtship. And so he was like always sort of giving clues in terms of his verbal expression about how he felt about me. Another thing to note is that masculine energy men are not expressive. So a man that is like writing you songs and cards, first of all, he's not masculine, he's not healthy because that's too much too fast. And masculine energy men are not the best at expressing themselves. They show how they feel through like their actions and affection. They're not the best with their words. Like to this day, my husband will always tell me he loves me, I'm beautiful. The deeper things that I would love to hear as a woman, it's not something that he says to me all the time. It's few and far between. And not because it's not something he wants to do for me. It's just not in his nature to be expressive. It's in my nature to be expressive. It's not in his nature to be expressive. A man that is like coming on very strong earlier on, it's a red flag if he's overly expressing himself. But he will express to you at some point when you've moved into commitment that he's really truly interested in you. And after a certain point in time, he will say, I love you. If a man is not telling you he loves you and you've been together for a year, that's like a huge, huge, huge red flag. A man will tell you that he loves you within the first 6 months if things are going at a healthy pace. And the last and probably the most important sign a man is truly into you is you're going to feel that he's into you. You're never going to have to question a man's interest in you if he actually feels interested in you. You're feeling uncertain and you're feeling confused. You're not going to feel that way if a man is really interested in you. When a man is interested in you, you're going to feel that he's like into you. You're not going to have any sort of doubts. You're not going to be worried about him looking at other women. You're going to know that he's focused on you and you're going to feel that he's into you. And that is why it's really important to be in touch with your emotions and to be in touch with your heart. Because when you're in touch with your heart and you're leading your life from your feminine energy, you're going to be able to feel things and you'll feel it. You'll know when a man is into you and you'll know when a man is not into you. And the key with inner work and healing is to like honor that feeling when a man is not into you and being strong enough to walk away, because it's really important to value yourself and to maintain your own dignity, especially with men, because then you're lowering your standards and subconsciously that's not good for you. Okay, my loves, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you need to speak with me, definitely book a call with me. If you have a quick question that relates to your specific situation, you can also do an email question. And my books and the course especially is so important. In order to be a high value woman, you really have to do the work from the inside. It's the inside that reflects on the outside. It's not an outside inside thing. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.